You ever feel like life is this massive video game, but you started playing without the instruction manual? Well, it turns out there actually is a player's guide, kind of hidden in the Bible, specifically in the first chapter of James. So today, we're going to crack it open and figure out how to level up in real life.
So in this game of life, we're told that we're pretty much always facing one of two major events. And the first, most crucial step is learning to ask the right question. Is what I'm facing a trial, something designed to build me up, or is it a trap, something designed to take me out?
Think of it like this. You've got two completely different paths in front of you. On one side, you've got the challenge level. You know, that tough boss battle that's going to make you stronger. And on the other side, you've got the enemy trap, that shiny treasure chest that looks amazing, but it's totally rigged. One is for your growth, the other is for your downfall.
All right, so let's dive into that first one, the challenge level. This is all about understanding how God uses the difficult things we face to really forge us into something better, something stronger.
Okay, and right off the bat, this guide gets kind of weird, right? The Bible, in James verse 2, literally says to consider it pure joy whenever you face trials. And that sounds insane, doesn't it? But the point isn't to be happy about the suffering, it's about being excited because you know a level up is on the way.
So here's how that level up process actually works. Think of these trials like a gym god uses to train you. First, you face a trial. That puts your faith to the test, right? And that test, that's what builds perseverance. It's like leveling up your endurance stat. And the whole point, the end goal, is to become complete, a fully developed character, not someone who's stuck on the tutorial level forever.
So what's the grand prize for grinding through all these challenge levels? I mean, it's not just about a high score, right? James, in verse 12, promises the ultimate achievement for everyone who perseveres, the crown of life. Now that's the main quest reward we should all be aiming for.
Okay, but what happens when you get stuck? You know the feeling. You're in a tough level, you're low on health, and you have absolutely no idea what to do next. What's your move? Well, the player's guide has an official walkthrough for that exact moment.
And the answer is, well, it's surprisingly simple. The Bible says in James verse 5, if you lack wisdom, you just ask God for it. Seriously, that's it. This is the official walkthrough, the cheat code, if you will, and he gives it out generously to anyone who asks. He's not up there trying to watch you fail, he's on your side. Now there is one catch. We have to actually trust the walkthrough. James warns us about being double-minded. And you know what that is? It's when you ask God for the map, but you keep trying to use your own broken compass at the same time. And the result? You just become unstable, running around in circles, and you get absolutely nowhere.
Okay, so we've talked about the challenge levels. Now let's switch gears and talk about that other, much more dangerous path, the enemy trap. And this is where it's absolutely crucial to know who you're up against, and maybe more importantly, who you're not up against.
And this right here might be the single most important rule in the entire guide. The Bible states in James verse 13, and it could not be clearer, that God never tempts anyone. Period. He doesn't set the traps, he doesn't bait them, these are never ever from him, full stop.
Okay, so if God isn't setting these traps, where in the world are they coming from? Well, verse 14 gives us the pretty tough answer. They come from inside us. It's like a bug in our own system, sparked by what the Bible calls our own evil desires. The trap actually starts right here, inside of us.
And this trap, it follows a really predictable and really destructive pattern. It kicks off with that desire, that little internal glitch. Then, when we give in and act on it, that desire, it gives birth to sin. And when that sin is allowed to just grow up and get stronger, well, the result is always the same: death. Game over. This path always leads to destruction. So after looking at that pretty dark game over scenario, it's so important that we contrast it with the truth about who God really is. He is not the one setting the traps, he's the one handing out the power-ups. This is why James pleads with us in verses 16 and 17. Don't be deceived. That shiny, glittering trap that's promising you some kind of shortcut, it's a total lie. And why? Because every good and perfect gift, every single real power-up comes from God. That's just who he is.
So, we have to get our heads straight about what's actually on offer from the good giver. He's the source of the real stuff, the power-ups we actually need. Wisdom to get through the levels, strength to fight the battles, hope, endurance. Every genuinely good thing in our life is a gift straight from him.
All right, so that's all great in theory. But how do we actually put this player's guide into action? Like this week, when we're right in the thick of it? Let's get super practical.
So here's your mission for this week. I'm calling it the stat check. Next time you hit a tough spot, I want you to do this. First, just pause. Take a breath and ask yourself, okay, is this a trial designed to make me stronger? Or is this a trap designed to take me down? If it's a trial, your next move is to ask God for the wisdom to level up. But if you realize it's a trap, you recognize it's not from God, and you just walk away. That's the whole strategy right there.
So the question I want to leave you with is this. As you look at the week ahead, are you ready to stop getting played by the game? Are you ready to pick up the guide and finally start leveling up?